Okay, so let me just set this up real quick. So, obviously, KG on the show always tries to come off as, he's better than everybody, kind of condescending. So anytime I can bust him, and he's always with this PMA gimmick, positive mental attitude, but he only spews that out when it's
convenient.
Convenient. So anytime I can hear any dirt on him, I like to nail him on the show. So we play. So you listen to that. We're gonna record your rebuttal. What would be your rebuttal to this? Because we'll play what he said, and then we'll play your rebuttal on the podcast.
So I go to the show that I go to on a Wednesday here in Dayton called Rockstar Pro, and I start talking to the other guy that was booked for JCW. And I'm like, hey, man, just try to touch base with you. Did you get your physical and all that kind of stuff done for ICP? And he's just like, no, actually, I'm not going to go. I was like, well, why not? He goes, because KG won't pay my trance. I was like, well, he told me the trance was paid. And he's like, no, I just talked to him, and he said that he can't pay the trance from Ohio to Oklahoma. So my partner bailed out and said, fuck it, I'm not doing it. I'm trying to find someone to replace him and still go do it.
Right.
So at that point in time, I was like, if the trance isn't covered and KG's giving me the runaround, then fuck this. I'm not going to pay to wrestle.
Right.
So then KG's like, blowing my phone up and just trying to figure it out. And I'm at my shoe shop. I work at a tattoo shop, and my phone is just blowing up as I'm trying to pierce somebody.
Right.
So I'm like, hold on for a second. I took my phone out, I put it down, I finished my piercing, and then I started talking to KG. And then KG was like, you need to figure out what's going on. He starts freaking the fuck out. And I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this shit. I'm at my shoot job. I'm trying to do my business, and you're stressing me out. So I'll deal with this on another day.
But at the end of the day, what is that got you the maddest about everything?
What is he mad about?
Yeah, when you went on Facebook and you went off, what were you mad about?
Oh, well, what I was mad about is he wrote a comment. He wrote something that was like someone gets a little bit of success and they let it go to their heads. He posted something, so I saw that and I tagged myself in it and I posted, just so everyone knows, KG's talking about my brother and I. Just so everyone knew. I posted that. It started getting a lot of comments on his own page, and then he deleted the comments. He deleted what I said, and he deleted me from the tag. So I was like, oh, that. So I wrote a comment, on my own page, and I started telling, everything that we've done for him and all the shit that we've done to help him. And I tagged him in it. So he knew that I was talking about him, because I felt like him going and talking shit behind our backs on Facebook was bitch made. If you're going to talk shit about someone, at least have the balls to say their name and to tag them in it. I'm a man. So if I have a beef with somebody, first off, I'm not going to run to Facebook. I'm going to get a hold of them. And the day that he wrote that, he had gotten a hold of us and was just like, hey, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. And I finally got a hold of the other promoter and was like, hey, listen, hey, I'm sorry. Let me know, if we could pay for it. And he's just like, you know what? I'm tired of dealing with this guy. I'm tired of KG, period, because he's a bitch. And he always he's the most negative person with trying to talk about PMA, and you guys are affiliated with him. So I'm going to go ahead and just, cancel you guys off of my show and just not even worry about you, because you guys are affiliated with him. And I'm like, I understand that. I'm sorry that I kept bugging you, and I'm sorry that, this didn't work out. It is what it is. And he's just like, maybe we'll talk about it later. I'm just really fuming by, the stuff that I'm reading about this guy. I was like, okay, no problem. You have a good day. So KG started getting a hold of us. And then my brother was like, and what's funny is he's telling my brother something, and I'm in the front seat. We're on our way to Chicago. He's telling my brother something, and then we're talking. Him and I are talking, and I was just like, hey, man, it doesn't look like this is going to happen. You guys didn't even advertise this anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, like, it doesn't look like this is going to happen. So then he's going to hold my brother and was like, hey, man, just trying to figure out if everything's on the up and up, if we're still good. Like, he's talking shit to me and then going to my brother and acting like everything's all fucking smooth and everything's cool. And I'm like, do you not think my brother and I are going to talk? Like, I felt like he was trying to, like, play me and my brother against each other, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And then that's when my brother was like, listen, dude, like, we can make this happen. We can still work this out, but you have no one coming from Ohio now. I'm not making that drive on my own. If you want to buy me a plane ticket and you want to pay me my amount, I'll do it. But I'm not going to fucking drive my car, and I'm not going to drive a rental car. I'm not going to drive, period, to your show when you had us a ride, and then that ride flaked out because you didn't want to give him trans.
And wow.
So at that point, KG got pissed, posted that shit on Facebook, and then I posted what I posted on Facebook.
It's like just being affiliated with him actually cost you guys out of their booking. That sucks. That's amazing.
Well, like, when I told the guy who it was, and, like, KG had this promoter booked, and then at the last minute unbooked him.
Right.
Like, a couple years ago. So, like, he was still heated that, like, he didn't take a booking, and he got canceled off of JCW the Thursday before the show. So if the show's Friday, Saturday, he got canceled that Thursday, and he couldn't find another booking. So he was still fuming for shit that happened a couple years ago, which, by all means, like, the same thing happens to me. Like, I get pissed off whenever I'm booked for someone, and then they unbook me at the very last minute.
Yeah.
I think it's unprofessional. I mean, that took food off of his kids' plates, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't blame the guy. So because KG was shady to him a few years ago in Ohio, he no longer wanted to book my brother and I because he found out it was KG. On July 1st, I told him, I was like, hey, if I can work this out, we got this. No problem at all. We're take care of you. But, like, the thing that's fucked up is every year something happens. Like, one year, KG, like, contracted somebody to get a bunch of deathmatch stuff, and they forgot a table. So KG just blew the fuck up, like, blew a gasket, and started pouting and throwing a temper tantrum in front of like the talent about how unprofessional, how unpro this guy was. And I was just like, because he couldn't find you a table, like, do you understand how hard it is to find tables nowadays? Especially wooden tables. Like, it's not like you can go to Staples anymore and just pick up a wooden table. Like,
yeah, no.
The guy got you panes of glass, the guy's got you barbed wire, the guy's got you a bunch of shit, but you're pissed because they couldn't find you a table, but they told you they would use plywood and make a table for you. It's not like they came completely empty-handed. These motherfuckers came with all the shit that he asked. He got all pissed off, and then a couple other people canceled off the show at the last minute. So he's freaking the fuck out. So him and my brother sat down and rebooked the show.
Right.
Him and my brother, like, took the time to actually, like, rewrite the show, work it all out, and figure it out. And the same thing happened last year. Some people canceled off the last minute. He freaked the fuck out. And then, like, he became unglued and then walked away from the situation and just, like, kind of threw a temper tantrum, and my brother fixed it.
Dave,
yeah.
Every Wednesday I have to edit my podcast, and every Wednesday I would get these long texts from KG where he was just straight PMSing like a bitch, just going nuts, you know, and I was like, bro, chill the fuck out, you know, and he was like, oh, you know, why is the show late? I go, don't worry why the show is late. It's a very heavily produced show, just, you know, and he tried to, like, you know, send me definitions of words and being condescending and how professional he was. And bro, it would just get on my nerves. That's why when I heard your story, I said, when KG said the story, I said, I'm sure there's more to this, and I'm glad that you came on here and you let us know a little bit more about it. So we're gonna play this next week. I'll have Jojo send you the link so you can hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that.
All right, my brother.
Okay, man.
All right, I will see you on Friday, bro.
I'll see you Friday, man.
All right, say hi to your brother for me.
Okay.